Hello and welcome. Today's topic is going to be the fear of looking stupid. I don't know if it's just on my For You page, but it's been a reoccurring theme to show up on my feed of, that SZA audio that's like,
your fear of looking stupid is holding you back.
That one. I hear it all the time. I started going to a new gym. I wanted to be able to film a little bit easier, and I found myself being very anxious about setting up my tripod and recording a quick video. I found myself being like, fuck, these people are gonna judge me. I'm gonna set this up and they're gonna think that I'm silly. They're gonna think that I'm like conceited or, whatever. And I literally had the loudest interrupting thought said, fuck those people. I will never talk to these people. These people will never talk to you probably. And they will never have any impact on your life. Not fuck them people as in be rude and do whatever the fuck you want, but fuck them people as their opinion has no impact on your success whatsoever. There's this theory called the spotlight effect, I believe is what it's called. And there's a little picture I'll put. And it's pretty much that we think that the spotlight is on us and everybody's watching us. But in reality, everybody's in their own little spotlight and everybody's worried about what they're doing and how they're being perceived, and we think that everyone's thinking about us, and really they're not. And something that I've learned in my journey as well is that people who aren't happy within themselves are the ones who are most likely to judge other people. I know this as well because when I've been in my most unhappy places in life, I find myself, never outwardly, but sometimes judging the appearance of someone or judging what someone does, saying harsh words to other people because I was also telling harsh words to myself. And I think the way we treat ourselves can reflect a lot on the people around us. And so this year, I've really made it a strong point, I mentioned this in my last video as well, to whenever I have a negative thought about somebody, to kind of reframe it, and this somebody can be yourself, to reframe it into something positive. Like the example I gave was if somebody's wearing a really bold outfit, and in your head you're like, what the fuck? You correct that thought and say, well, maybe that's their favorite outfit, maybe those are all their favorite items, maybe that's all they have, that kind of thing. So you're reframing that negative thought that you have about others, because then it starts to kind of play into how you speak to yourself as well. We're not speaking to ourselves how we would want a friend to speak to us, then we're really already losing. There's nothing you can do to help yourself get ahead if you're constantly spewing negative things to yourself. So that fear of judgment that we have from perceiving that other people are paying attention to us is not true. People don't give a fuck. They really don't. I've made it a huge point this year to really stick to my goals and put aside the fear of looking stupid. And this week, I've been really trying to be consistent with posting just little things like songs you should add to your playlist, just little reels using audios and stuff, just getting comfortable with being frequently seen on the internet. And I've had the most positive feedback in this short amount of time than during my whole journey, because I am no longer afraid to put myself out there. And I think that we all kind of share this fear of judgment. If I'm positive influence on one other person, that person is a positive influence on one other person, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I feel like I regressed a lot in 2022, and I feel like I had to kind of realize that I didn't want to keep repeating those cycles, because I've been repeating these cycles. And it feels really good to finally just feel like I'm in my own energy, in my own essence, and not really giving a fuck. Sometimes I do have to pretend to not give a fuck. I have those days. I think everybody has those days. And there's days where I feel more harsh on myself. That can lead to me just feeling a little more insecure, whether it be about my body, my craft, or just feeling frustrated. But right now, I feel this really crazy wave of creativity and drive to create something for myself. My purpose is to be a light to people who can't necessarily find it for themselves right now. I had definitely had people that I watched growing up that did the same for me. And so just being that person that I would need my younger self to speak to or to look up to or to listen to and really just taking everything that I've learned in my short 24 years and teaching as many people as I can what I learned, so they can maybe understand themselves a little bit deeper and not judge themselves so harshly, or, you know, yada yada, whatever. But yeah, that's really all I had to say. I told myself I was going to commit to making one video a week, and here the bitch is. Other than that, I hope that you guys have a beautiful week. It's the second week of January. Get your shit together if you haven't already. Also posted a video previously, the one right before this, of some affirmations for self-growth and self-worth. And it's also on the podcast, which is on Spotify, Apple, all the good stuff. It's Modestly Metaphysical is the name, so tune in. Thank you. I love you. See you later.